Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adult. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Arts feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, July the 28th. Good to have you with us today. We've got a couple of interesting segments. First of all, let's start off with Emily Herzog. Welcome to Radio Friends, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily is a music therapist for MU Women's and Children's Hospital. And we all know that music can affect how we feel. Mm-hmm. It's being used as therapy for children, correct?
Correct.
Now, how did you get started with this?
I got started as a vocalist and as a performer and songwriter, and then caught wind of it as a profession when I was actually living in Nashville, Tennessee, and did some research and went back to school and found out that this is really my niche and what I should be doing.
So you're a certified music therapist, correct?
It's board certified.
Board certified. Yeah. So what do you do? How do you work with the kids?
So my setting is specific. There's multiple settings and places where music therapy can be used with people of all ages, from birth to the end of life. But at the Children's Hospital, I use music for a variety of reasons, to help with pain management, to help with relaxation, also to help with decreasing lethargy, so helping to energize kids, helping them to distract from scary procedures, helping them to express themselves. We write songs all the time.
Okay.
There's just a wide variety of
Let's say an
uses for
example, a child is going to have some kind of procedure in an hour or so.
Sure.
And they're really nervous about it.
Yeah, decreasing anxiety is a huge reason.
Right. You could make me feel better, too, if I was going to have a procedure.
Right.
But so how do you do that?
So, you spend quite a bit of time talking to them and seeing how they relate to music, because everyone relates to music in a different way. But you start at their place of anxiety. So if they're at a high level of anxiety, I'll play something that's a little more upbeat, something they can relate to. And once we get to a point where they're able to relax and really focus on me.
Okay, give us an example.
So if I want to encourage them to be brave, I might use this song. It's a popular song right now, and it's more upbeat because their heart rate is raised and their anxiety is up. I'll use something that's upbeat. So say what you want to say, don't let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. And then gradually throughout the course of the session, I might slow it down and do something more like this. And keep the tempo really even so they can pace their breathing with it.
So would you be doing this music therapy right up to the time that they were leaving for the procedure?
It can be like that if you're going to like a surgical procedure or something like that. Otherwise, I might show up just a few minutes before.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do hour-long sessions, but that's more for helping to increase positive coping with hospitalization and helping to encourage emotional expression to help deal with hospitalization.
And you can tell a difference right away with the kids.
I can tell a big difference. Music stimulates so many different areas of our brains.
Yeah.
That's why it's emotional to us. That's why it helps with our speech. There's so many different reasons to use it, but it's just every kid is different, every person is different, and so you take it for that person.
Right. Well, I feel that University Hospital, MU Women and Children's Hospital is fortunate to have somebody like you.
Thank you.
Doing music therapy for the kids.
I love
If people want more information on any of this, what can they do?
To get more information on music therapy as a whole and the different settings that it's used in, you should go to musictherapy.org. Eventually, this is a new program at the hospital. You can go to muhealth.org and research music therapy.
Okay.
There will be information on the site. If you want to talk to me personally, you can call my number at the hospital, and that's 573-219-4227.
Emily, thank you so much for coming by.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful music therapist.
I hope so.
All right. Now, I want to turn, which would change the subject a little bit. We turn to Leslie Touzeau, who is here representing Bradford Farms, and you're having this coming Friday.
That's right, this Friday.
Bradford Farm's Organic Field Day.
That's
What
right.
is that?
So this is actually our second year doing the field day. It's kind of to promote some of the organic research that we're doing at Bradford, looking at organic systems for vegetables and grains. It's on Friday from 11 to 5.
This coming Friday from 11 o'clock in the morning until 5 at Bradford Farm.
Right.
Now, is there a charge for this?
Nope, it's totally free. We're going to be having some organic snacks that we'll be preparing with some wheat that we have grown at Bradford and vegetables there, so there'll be food. There's going to be over 15 different talks and tours from vermicomposting, beekeeping. We have talks on cover crops. We have talks on pest management and fruit production. Pretty much a little bit of everything. It's going to be applicable to researchers, to farmers, to gardeners, anyone who'd like to come out.
Okay, so if you have been thinking about organic gardening, that's a good way to go.
Oh, yeah.
I started doing organic gardening last year, and I've got to admit, I'm still dabbling in it. I've used the compost tea that I was telling you about beforehand. This year, I had to break down and use a little bit of 7 for the insects that were there. Do you totally turn away from using any chemicals when you're doing total organic gardening?
So for what we're doing, we have certified organic plots. So we're growing based on the NOP standards. It's a government-regulated program.
Or what is Omni?
OMRI is an outside. They kind of grade the pesticides and things that you can use. There are things you can use. They're mostly naturally derived. So there's certain pesticides and herbicides and fungicides that are allowed, but they're not synthetic at all, so there's no chemicals.
Yeah, and you have to look for that little seal of approval on there. Yeah.
Right.
Now, pyrethrin, is that a natural insecticide?
Yeah, it can also be chemical, but it is derived from the chrysanthemum plant, so it is a...
So I've always read that about pyrethrin. So if you use pyrethrin in the garden, would that be considered organic?
It depends on what brand you're using. There is a brand called Pyganic. It's an organic insecticide. It actually works pretty well on things like Colorado potato beetle and it works okay on cucumber beetles and squash bugs.
Oh, those cucumber beetles.
Yeah.
Those are the bad guys. Those are the Darth Vaders of the garden. But if you want more information on organic gardening, go to Bradford Farms this coming Friday. Again, from what time to what time?
From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, and it's free of charge. Everybody's invited. They have a wonderful facility out there.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay, Leslie, thank you so much for coming out, and tell Carrie Clark we said hi too.
Definitely will.
Okay, out of time for today. Tomorrow, we're going to find out about Steamworks in Shadows Film Production. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Lowell Thomas, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And if you'd like to listen to this program again or watch it, you can go to kbia.org, sign up for a free podcast or a podcast. We'll see you tomorrow.